Hello and welcome to the Performance Kitchen. I'm Zara Buck, and on today's episode we invite former professional skier Ed Drake into the kitchen.
Thank you.
Good to have you in the kitchen.
Thank you very much.
So, 2 meals today.
2 meals.
What's up first?
We're going to have steak and sweet potato wedges with garlic green beans, and then we're going to have quinoa pancakes, and that's basically with a blueberry jam, basically.
Delicious. First things first, why did you pick these 2 meals?
Because I love steak, and I'm cooking, so.
You certainly are.
Yeah, I love steak, so it's easy, it's quick, it's simple, something that's I can do on a regular basis when my wallet allows it, as well as quinoa pancakes. Just again, a really nutritious. I just think it's great. Fills you up for the day. Relatively healthy, depending on what you put in it.
Absolutely. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go with the steak, are we?
Yes.
Okay, so where do we start?
So we'll start with the sweet potatoes, as they're going to take the longest. So we're going to just chop those up sort of into little wedges and then stick them in the pan to part boil.
Okay, so we need a large knife.
We need a big knife.
Okay,
one of these.
We'll look behind us.
Looks like quite a good knife.
Okay, and what can I do?
Boil the kettle?
Yes, I can.
Not for a cup of tea.
Okay.
Just in case.
I will do one as well.
Perfect. That one's for you then.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we've just washed the sweet potatoes.
Yep.
And we're going to start chopping.
Just going to chop them up.
How would you like them chopped?
Thin.
Okay.
Ish, but we'll go long ways, shall we? Rather than
okay,
rather than sweet potato discs.
Let's do that then. Long ways it is.
So just to get.
Okay, so when would you have this meal? Would you have it before you hit the slopes or after?
I'd say after.
Yeah.
Because we usually ski in the morning, so I think steak breakfast, although I would love the steak breakfast, probably not the best way to start the day, skiing with all that meat straight away. So yeah, it'd be after, just something, a bit of protein. Everyone loves it. Well, you're not going to love a bit of steak. Going to generally love, everyone loves steak, really.
Everyone does, unless you don't eat meat.
Yeah.
So I've chopped these up into little bits. I know we've done different styles of chopping, but it's fine. It
That's
will all
fine.
taste the same.
All taste the same?
Yeah.
So shall we get some of this water on? So let's get this in here. Let's go for a big one.
And what temperature should we put it on?
The oven will be on about 200 if it's a fan. Is it a fan oven? Yeah, 200 for a fan. Just something, because you're just trying to crisp them up because we're going to part boil them first. So we're just going to get some of this water going in here.
So we're going to put these once they're chopped, and we're going to part boil them for how long, roughly?
I'd say probably like 10, 15 minutes maybe, and then just keep an eye on them in the oven until they start to become a bit crispy, really, because that's kind of what we...
Will we drizzle them in some
Get a bit
oil
of oil
to give
in
them
there,
a little
yeah,
bit of
a bit of oil and a bit of chili
crisp.
flakes, give them a bit of something else.
Okay.
So we're not just plain sweet potato here.
No, we're speeding up our metabolism as well. That's what we do.
Yes. So let's get all this stuff.
Okay. So while they're boiling, what can we do here? What's the next stage?
Well, we can start getting the green beans ready. So again, we need we're going to part boil the green beans.
Okay. So we've got another little pot for that, haven't we? So
pot.
you boil the water. And would you like me to cut these green beans?
No.
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 He doesn't want them cut.
Like the ends.
Straight
It's
in.
all about, finished article. They look better with the ends on.
They look rustic, don't they?
They do. Very fitting with, shabby chic beans.
Let's talk about your retirement then, first.
Okay.
So you retired in May.
I did, officially. I kind of decided a bit before, but I wanted to sort of sit with the decision, see how it sort of felt at the end, because I've been competing, like I say, for about 10 years, so it was all self-funding, so lots of it is quite long days on the road, lots of time spent sort of trying to earn money in the summers, ready to go in the winter, and I just sort of wanted to see how it felt to not race. So I probably made the decision in myself partway through the winter, but I wanted just to see how I felt with it come May sort of time before I then went, actually, do you know what, I am going to hang up the boots.
Okay, and you hung them up.
I did.
And what have you been doing since?
Oh, what haven't I been doing since? So I do so for the winter I do commentary for Eurosport on racing, as well as I've now started reading the news on the radio. So I'm now a newsreader, up to date with current affairs.
You know everything that's going on.
I do. some crazy stuff.
This world is
saying
crazy
names
place.
and reading the news and saying foreign names or foreign places and trying to get that right is actually really, really tricky.
And live as well.
Yeah, that is difficult. But I really enjoy it. I also do a bit of coaching. I do a bit of guiding. What else have I been doing? So I'm not opening a yoga studio, but I'm helping with the opening of my girlfriend's yoga studio. So building,
So you're
turned
very
into a
busy.
builder. I've been very busy. Not what your average retirement is. Although lots of people do say when they retire they get more busy than when they were before. Right, so let's chop up this garlic because we're going to make.
Okay.
We'll get that ready. So we're just going to crush a couple of cloves of garlic. Would you like one?
I'd love a garlic clove,
Okay.
not a whole garlic.
So that's for you.
Thank you very much. And I'll just peel it. I love
Crush.
peeling garlic.
So watching chefs on TV, they say that if you crush it
Yeah.
and chop the ends off, it then becomes very easy just to peel off the skin.
You tell me this now, as I've already.
Supposedly, and it seems to work. Yeah.
Who told you that little tip?
Which
chef was
I
it?
don't know. Jamie Oliver, probably.
Yeah, let's go with him.
My mate Jamie was saying that. And then we're just going to lightly thinly slice these,
Okay.
just so that when we stick them in the pan, they crisp up a little bit.
Okay. So Ed, you started racing when you were 6 years old,
I did, yeah.
and you've grown up with the sport. How has your diet and your nutrition developed?
It's gone from being, sort of 16, 17, sort of starting to take skiing more seriously and it becoming a, career as opposed to a sort of hobby. And with all of that sort of stuff, it tends to go, becoming more professional with everything, whether it's your diet and, the time you spend in the gym and all that sort of stuff. So I developed quite a lot, and I had a strength and conditioning coach who's also a nutritionist, so we spent a lot of time trying to make sure everything was right and fueling at the right times to be able to peak at the right point when you're trying to race, and especially being in the cold and stuff, they used to try and ways of keeping your energy levels up nice and high and ready to sort of access your stored energy, when you need it, sort of before a race sort of thing. So let's bosh those in.
Are they going in now?
Just bung them in.
Bung it in.
Throw those in.
Okay.
So,
Right, so
they won't
they're
take
in.
too long. So it's more these. So we'll wait.
Okay.
It's starting to get a bit softer. Let's see.
So what are we saying? Another couple of
minutes
mins?
probably.
Okay.
It's still a bit hard,
Okay.
but
That is fine. And the green beans have gone in.
those are going to go in. But then it doesn't matter if we sort of, because we're part boiling them again, and we're going to fry them up with the butter and the garlic. So we could just get these to a stage where they're kind of nearly ready, because steak obviously only takes a few minutes. So if we've got everything else, so we'll get those in the oven, and then.
I have to stop you right here. You've got a bit of garlic in your hair.
Have I? Garlic hair. Oh, excellent. Thank you.
There we are. The sweet potatoes are done, aren't they, Ed?
Yeah, pretty much done. So what we'll do is we'll take them off. May as well take them off the boil. So that's that one.
Yeah.
And then we'll get our roasting pan.
Okay. With a little bit of coconut oil.
With coconut oil.
Okay.
Something a bit different. So we're just going to spoon a couple of big bits in, if it'll come out.
That's it.
Get it out. Probably another bit.
Teamwork.
Dollop that in.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I do anything with these?
Yeah, we could get those sieved,
Okay.
drained even.
Yeah.
Get those drained away. Stick this in the oven for a second.
Right. Is it all coming together?
Get that cool off.
You hold that. So here are the sweet potatoes.
Perfect. So just put the coconut oil in the oven just to
Just to give it a little bit of a melt edge.
melting it a little bit. So
Okay.
I think we're.
Oh yeah, it's
Kind of.
nicely on its way.
Well, I guess that.
And then we've got the green beans.
The green beans are coming, so they'll be ready to come off momentarily.
So
we kinda want that.
2010,
Yeah.
that was 6 years ago now, you
Is
competed.
it? Good.
Does that make you feel old?
Yeah,
You competed in the Vancouver Olympics.
I did. Yeah.
How was that?
It was pretty. It was amazing, really, to be honest. It's something I'd wanted to do for such a long time, to compete in the Olympics. Something that I dreamt about and said. But again, from when I was 6, so there's a lady who used to look after us. We used to go on camps when you were small, like ski camps, and she was like the house parent. And so she tells this story, because I was a bit too young to remember, about how when I was 6, people asked me what I wanted to do with skiing and all this sort of stuff, and I said that I wanted to go to the Olympics. Not like I remember, but it makes a good story, and that's what she says anyway. But so she was, so I wanted to do it such a long time, and then to be able to actually live it. I mean, not many people, it sounds a bit corny, but not many people get to live what they dream about doing.
Well,
so,
you're completely right there. Everyone has a dream.
yeah.
And sometimes as we go throughout our lives, our dreams change.
Yeah, so they alter, and luckily I was able to actually
carry it through.
To live what I had wanted to do for such a long time. So it was, and being in North America, yeah. So
how much are we putting on?
Just a sprinkling.
Sprinkle.
Just
okay.
a sprinkle.
Okay.
Delicate.
Gently, Zara.
Yes.
How about that?
That looks good.
Perfect.
That looks good.
Okay.
And we'll just give it a little shake up. Put this back in the oven. This should crisp off. Shouldn't take too long really now. They're part boiled, and so I'd probably say like 10-15 minutes, something like that. And this time these will be done.
Lovely.
So we can get these off and drained.
Okay.
And then we'll just start. Oh, you've got the.
Yeah, I've got the drainer. Let me.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you can.
And then we'll start getting. So these are.
Yeah. So as you were, you competed in 4 disciplines, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I was wanting to do. I did all right. I was pleased with how it went. Obviously, being an athlete, you always want to do better.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just sort of, I crashed the week before in holding camp, and actually injured my knee. And so I remember like the build up to it. It's like the worst nightmare. So we're in holding camp. It's the worst nightmare. It's injuring yourself in the thing. So what happened was I'd crashed, hurt my knee, and I was getting loads of physio and tape and all that sort of stuff. Could do that one as well.
Okay, sure.
And then, and it was just so sort of scary to have that injury. But then I didn't get it looked at because I didn't want to know.
You didn't?
Didn't want to know what was wrong before I raced, because I think if you know you know how bad it is, then
it's
you
a mental game as well,
yeah.
isn't it? A lot of the time.
Yeah. So if you know how bad it was, then I think you tend to sort of. Do you want to do one of these?
Yeah,
salt,
sure.
Bit of salt. They're sprinkling the salt over it.
And so you didn't go and get it checked out?
No, I got it checked out on the last day after my last race, and I ended up not staying for the closing ceremony because they saw my knee, and we wanted to a bit more oil first.
Yeah, sure.
Wanted to finish the rest of the season because the Olympics are in sort of February, and obviously the season goes on the rest of the winter, so it ends up finishing sort of March. Time, and I wanted to finish the rest of the season, so we decided to come home and I'd rehab my knee and ready to race the rest of the winter. And I got home, saw the physio, and I didn't race the rest of the year.
Really?
So I didn't get to go to the closing ceremony of the games. So this was gutting.
Hey, you still competed.
Yeah, it was good fun though, but I wish I'd got to go to the ceremony. That's one of the things I miss because the winters doesn't work like the summer. But obviously, like in London, everybody stays in London and everything is around London. But with like Vancouver, you don't actually ski in Vancouver. We skied in Whistler, which is like nearly 2 hours up the road. So you're a bit more spread out in the Winter Olympics.
We're now at the frying stage, so we've got the steak.
Yep.
And we've got the green beans. So what do you want to do?
Let's get the greens in. So we'll get butter. You could do the greens.
Okay, sure.
So we'll do some butter in there. With the garlic.
The garlic.
And I will get some oil in the griddle pan, and then we can get frying both of them.
Awesome. And how long are you going to fry your steak for? You say you like it quite rare.
Yeah, so I'm going to go a couple of minutes each side probably.
Okay.
Nothing too long. Like I say, it's easier to. At least if it's too rare, you can cook it longer. You can't go backwards.
Exactly. There is a fine line when it comes to steak.
Yeah, there is. So I'll just turn that one on for you.
Okay.
And then I will turn this one on. Right, let's get that garlic whacked in.
Okay. Garlic first.
So
or you're going to use your hands, okay?
Yeah.
You are not messing about.
I've washed up. Anyway, Jamie Oliver always uses his hands, doesn't he?
You've referenced them twice
I know.
today.
Well, now I've got to, haven't I? I can't just look like a big food geek if I start listing all the other kitchen chefs.
I'm ready with the greens.
Okay. just throw them in.
Oh, I'm scared. There we go.
Yeah, just throw them in and then just get them moved around a little bit, just get so they're all coated.
Where do you like to eat if you were going to eat out with your family or friends or girlfriend?
I like to eat Thai.
Okay.
A bit of Thai food, but I'm not very good on spice. Really not very good on spice.
No. Chilli Flakes, is that like your maximum?
That's about as much as I can go. And if there's too much in there, then I won't eat very much.
Oh wow, we shall see.
But yeah, I've got like a palate of a 5-year-old girl when it comes to spice. I can't deal with it. So just whack those steaks in there. So it should take a couple of minutes on each side. Let's have a quick look at these.
That is looking good. Right, so I'll just move some of this out of the way.
Yeah, let's give this a quick little wipe down.
We're almost ready to plate up.
Getting there.
Once the steak is...
Yeah. You're supposed to leave the steak to rest, aren't you? But it tastes too good to leave it, so I haven't got that willpower. Get these going on the other side.
Oh, they look good.
Oh, they do look good, don't they? Ooh, ready. Should we get plates?
We've got plates here.
Should we get some plates over? And start, because the beans are done, the steak's probably another 30 seconds or so.
Okay.
And then
Countdown anyone?
Oh, we need the music. What's the, what was that? No, the other one. What's the cooking program where they had the green peppers and red tomatoes?
Oh.
What's that?
Ready, Steady, Cook.
Ready, Steady, Cook. Yeah, because they used to have music, didn't they? Some sort of like scary, here comes your food ready. Do you want to bring that steak?
Shall I bring it over?
Yeah, and we'll whack that, I'll swap places with you. And whack that on the, oh, you need this, don't you? There we go.
We'll swap again.
Okay.
There we
There
are.
we go. Let's get that onto here.
Okay.
Because on TV, that's what they do. We're pros.
We are.
There we go. We'll leave that to rest a second while we get the other stuff out.
Just turn that.
Turn that one off. Right, moment of truth to see how these have turned out. Mind your face. Oof. They smell good. And they're very, very hot.
So why have you put the chilies on them, the chili flakes?
Just a little bit of, I don't know.
Bit of extra.
Bit of extra. Fancy them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise they tend to be can be a little bit boring, can't it, if it's just one flavour.
Do you tend to cook for a lot of people?
No.
No.
I think I do
That was
a bit.
just a no.
No, sorry, it was just a no. Only because it's just quite stressful cooking, like for big groups.
You're doing
like
well here.
A couple of people, I'm under pressure, aren't I? But a couple of people, it tends to be a bit easier. But yeah, timing becomes a big issue, doesn't it, when you're in a big group?
So here
What
we
do you reckon?
are. I want to give it a try.
Should we see how good our steak cooking is?
Let's just get a knife and fork.
Yes.
Knife, fork.
Thank you.
Knife for you.
Thank you.
And
Should we see how?
let's get cracking.
I've got to go straight for the steak.
Yeah.
Oh,
Happy?
happy. That's my kind of cooked.
Yeah, I'm happy with that too. I'm going to have to put that and that. You've got to have it with the skin on, haven't you, really? Chips with the skin on. Right. They're really creamy.
Hello,
Really nice. We use coconut oil.
The coconut oil.
Yeah. Definitely worth cooking it in coconut oil, I'd say.
Garlicky. Very good.
Well, this is very tasty, and this is what you would have typically post-workout.
Yeah.
When you're up on the slopes.
Ready to go. Fueling for the next day. Ish.
Thank you for coming on the Performance Kitchen and cooking this wonderful meal for us.
You're welcome.
Lovely to have you.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to keep up to date with any more episodes of the Performance Kitchen, then you can check out our website on all social media. Thank you for watching.